comedian Mama Sally from Floyd, Virginia, and her friend Norman from Hideaway, West Virginia.
I have really appreciated the fact, and I have really enjoyed being with these lovely people. And I want to tell y'all about my friend Norman. He is different, but he's a nice person. Don't take offense now. I'm going to repeat some of the things that he has said to me. So please don't take offense of anything that poor Norman has to say. He's from the hills of West Virginia. So, you know how they are back in West Virginia. It's way all this and way all that. Danielle and David and I decided we would go to this little, lovely little hideaway motel up in the hills of West Virginia. Well, we were going to spend 4 or 5 days there, so we go up to the driveway to go to the motel, and there was a car parked right in the middle of the road. Well, no way we could get by, so David gets out and he goes up and says, I'm David Larson. And this little man sitting in the car says, well, I'm Norman Doolittle. And David said, are you having car trouble? He said, well, I don't rightly know, I just can't get it to go. So David said, well, Mama Sally and Gaynell and I will get you out the road. So we did. We got her and pushed, and we pushed, and we pushed, and we couldn't get the car to move. So David said, Norman, do you have it in neutral? He said, well, I don't rightly know because I don't know what that is. And David said, well, look on the dashboard. You see N? Do you have it in neutral? He said, nope, I got it in P for push. We understood why we couldn't get it to move. We go on up to the motel and park. Just as we parked, guess who drove right beside us? You're right, Norman. Well, he gets out the car, and when he gets out, now remember, this is May, 85 degrees. He gets out the car, and he's got this black overcoat on, buttoned from here all the way up to here. And I looked at him kind of hard, you know, and I looked, and he just had one shoe on. I said, Norman, did you lose a shoe? He said, no, I just found one. He had one shoe. We started up to the motel, and he was just limping something terrible. And I said, Norman, you having trouble with your foot? He said, yeah, it hurts something bad. I guess it's because I don't have a shoe on. I said, have you ever tried soaking it? He said, oh, yeah, I soaked it last night. I said, what did you soak it in? He said, a plastic bucket. We went on to the motel. He said, I was invited up here to my sister's wedding. She's getting married in this motel. And I said, well, that's nice. So just as we stepped in the door, I heard the preacher say, I now pronounce you husband and wife. So I thought, well, how nice. You got married here. I went around to congratulate him, knowing me, you know. I had to go see what was going on. And here was this little old woman, all bent over with a veil and a long white gown, walking with a walker like this. And I looked, and there was a little man behind her with 2 canes coming along, you know. And I said, I think congratulations are in order. And she said, thank you. I said, now where are you going on your honeymoon? And she looked back at her husband. She said, I think we're going to Viagra Falls. Well, when it came out, there was 2 ladies sitting at the table, and they were just laughing, just like it was the funniest thing going on. I thought maybe they looked at me, you know. But I said, now what's so funny? And this little lady sitting there said, I'm just laughing at the court's decision. She said, you know what, I just got a divorce from my old man, and you know what, they gave him all the kids, and I'm just laughing at him because the kids ain't his, but he don't know it. So David asked him, he said, is it a church? Is a church around here somewhere? Oh yeah, there's one right around the bend down here. So we decided we'd get up the next morning and go to church. So we got up and came down, and I looked around, I didn't see Norman anywhere. But we decided we'd go to church. So sure enough, David had asked him, so what type of church is it? He said, well, I don't rightly know what that means. And he said, well, you don't know what denomination it is? Well, I don't know what that is. And he said, well, what does the church look like? He said, it's red brick. So we went around the curve to the red brick church, sure enough. Went in, just as we got in, the pastor was getting up in the pulpit. And the pastor said, "Is there anyone here who would like to pick 3 hymns?" And I looked, and here this little lady went down there. I was just flying. I thought, well, where is she in such a hurry? She got up to the pulpit, and the pastor said, "Would you like to pick 3 hymns?" She said, "Yes, sir, I sure would." He said, "All right." She said, "I'll take him and him and him." So she picked 3 hymns. David and Gaynell and I will be able to go back every spring to stay at least a few days with Norma. But when the first few times we went up there, one time I said, "Norman, are you married?" And he said, "Well, a little bit." And I said, "Do you have any children?" He said, "Well, I don't think so." So I don't know whether he ever had any children or not. If he didn't know, I said he didn't go any further with that subject. But when I got ready to leave, he told me he wanted to give me his business card. And I want y'all to read now. And I got his phone number and his address too. This is what's written on it. "I'm Norman Doolittle, too proud to beg, too lazy to work, no business, no money, no ambition, no worries, no credit, and no debts." So that was his business card.
Comedian Mama Sally is very much in demand, discussing her friend Norman. If you'd like to book her, give us a call. We'll see what we can do. She's really busy with standing engagements. Many children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren keep her very busy. Thank you for watching our little video.